So let's go ahead and make this. So your paper pumpkin kit comes with these little die cuts. So they're already punched out. All you have to do is adhere them to your box. So this is the quick and easy way. You could also use the stamp. I'm going to do just a little bit of stamping, but I'm just going to use these to make it quick. So this one's a 3x5 piece of cardstock, and then I've just scored it at 1/2 inch, 2 inches, 2 3/4, and 4 1/4. So then you're just going to fold that up, and this little extra tab is so that you can glue it shut. So glue dots come in your paper pumpkin kit, and those work perfect for this. To get a box to close really well, then you're just going to fold it flat like this, and then it's nice and creased, and it's closed really well too. Okay, and then the top, or the box, this is kind of the top, this is the case that it'll slide through. This is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it on each side at 5/8 inch. So for those of you that don't sew, that's the little mark in between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. So that's what you're going to do there. For this one, I'm going to show you, I'm going to use glue dots. The ones that come in your paper pumpkin are actually a little easier because they're all just on a sheet and you just pick them off. But I'm going to put a glue dot on each corner so that I can close my box. Now, if you're going to be stamping this, definitely stamp it before you put the box together. But we're just going to use the die cuts that are already made. Because if you're mass producing, the die cuts are going to be a lot faster. Fold those corners in, and I just, so after you score it, you're just going to snip into the score line and then just kind of cut out a little V so that you can fold that in and it closes a little bit better. So you're going to fold all those lines that you've scored, and then just going to tuck that in and then close the box. And then this side, there's the box. To make the little hand spring up, you're going to get that spring, and you're going to get a glue gun. Whoops. And you're just going to put a glob. Oh, I might need to get my extra glue stick. Just put a glob right by the edge and stick the spring in. This spring's actually a little bit short. That's why I didn't glue the hand on yet, because I wanted to see how high it gets. So, and then you're gonna, so just put a little dot of glue on there, enough that it'll stick to the spring and not come apart. So hold that there, don't burn your fingers. Okay, I didn't quite put enough on, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue. And then you're gonna let that sit. That's gonna dry up. You've stamped and embossed, or you're just gonna take this cute little guy and stick him on with your glue dots that also came in the paper pumpkin. And at first I was gonna have the skeleton pop up, and you can do that too. You'll just wanna add him to a punch, just because there's nothing to glue it to right there. So, okay, so I'm gonna glue him on here. So I punched out, this is the timeless label punch. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stamp this image right here, Eat If You Dare. And so I'm gonna pull out, I'm gonna emboss this because it's on black, and so I want it to be, I want it to stand out with white. So you're gonna use your Versamark, which if you don't have this, this is like one of the best, like one of the basic things to add to your craft room, because it's super versatile. You don't have to have embossing powder to use it. You can stamp it right on the cardstock and it'll just darken it, so it's like a tone on tone. So you're just going to put the embossing powder on there and then tap that off. Okay, so there's the heat, or the powder. I'm just going to close this real quick, and then I'm just going to use my heat tool. So now it's nice and shiny, you can see that. And then what I'm going to do is just adhere that to the back of the box. So again, you could use your glue dot. Okay, there we go. Now add your candy. Hold the little hand down. That way when you pull it out, it'll pop right out. And I think this one's a little bit, there we go. And just one thing, when you're pushing that in, you kind of have to hold the back of the label so that it doesn't get caught on the sleeve there. So there's that one. And then when you're ready to open it, you just pull the tab. Boop. Isn't that cute? And you can put all kinds of candy in there, but you can use anything that's small, like mini candy bars. So that crunch fits in there. Hi-Chew, Gobstoppers, maybe put 2 of them in there. So you can use lots of different candies. I think mini Kit Kats, that's what I was thinking of to put in there, mini Kit Kats. That would also work. So you just slide it back in.